Hello. So it's Fat Old Dad, yeah. For those of you who don't know, is what my son calls me. Although I think he's being a little bit harsh. But anyway, I haven't posted for a couple of weeks, and the reason being, I sort of not lost the interest, but I sort of thought I would take a different view and maybe share with people some of my training plans and that. And then, when you've only got a few people who subscribe and not that many people who watch the actual videos, although I've had lots of people watch my shorts and stuff like that, videos don't seem to have gone down. I just thought, well, maybe I shouldn't bother really. And I saw that this week I had a couple more people subscribe, so I thought, well, why not just maybe carry on. It's just for a bit of fun anyway. I'm not trying to do it for any other reason maybe. The last time I posted, I was in Switzerland, prepping for, when I was on holiday visiting friends really, but I was doing some training towards Ironman Weymouth. And today's Sunday. It's 1 week out from Ironman 70.3 Weymouth, which I'm doing. Unfortunately, I've picked up a little bit of an issue in my right calf, which I've tried to manage this week by doing a little bit less running. And I'm going to go out this afternoon and just test it out. But if I feel any pain, I'm going to stop. But I just thought I'd share with you what I've done this week, and then what I'll do next week into the lead up of the race. This week that I've gone by, although it's a bit late to give any advice on what you should be doing, because everybody who's doing Weymouth would have obviously completed their training this week. This week I really focused on a bit more short, speedy sessions in the water. So swimming, just sort of trying to sharpen up a little bit. So doing really sort of 100s and 50s. And I swam 4 times this week actually, because I did a swim in the ocean yesterday. I just did a 1k swim down in Weymouth, because I live not too far away. And outside of that, I rode my bike yesterday for the last time. Longish, I rode 60 kilometers, but I did 4 times 10 minutes at sort of race pace in that. And I did a run session this week where I did 5 times 1 kilometer with 1 minute and 30 seconds rest, and I just sort of try to do them at controlled pace. But it's that when I felt my right calf go, and that was on Wednesday, so I haven't run since Wednesday. So as I say, I'm going to probably try and go out and do a bit of an easy 8 to 10k this evening and see how it is. But any pain, I'm just going to stop. So what do I do race week? Well, I follow a pretty similar plan whenever I'm racing, and it seems to work for me most of the time. So tomorrow morning I will swim. I will do a swim in that will again just be sort of shorter stuff, sharper stuff. The swim session I go to tomorrow, I cut down the volume a little bit. Probably will swim about 1.7, 1.8 kilometers in the pool, and I will incorporate within that 3 times 200 meters with good rest, 30 seconds rest. And then I will do 6 times 100 again with good rest, probably 25 seconds to 30 seconds rest between reps. It's not about emptying the body, it's just about getting a bit of speed going with some good rest. And that's all I'll do tomorrow. On Tuesday, I will just do a bike ride, cutting again the volume down, probably do about 40 Ks, maybe 35 to 40 Ks. I'll put a couple of efforts in there, but again, not emptying the tank, just keeping the legs fresh. But not just doing an easy ride, because I feel you've got to still keep a little bit of quality in there to keep the body ticking over. Wednesday, the aim will be, depending on the leg, I will do an 8 to 10 kilometer run. Probably do it on Wednesday morning if possible, just to give myself a bit more rest between that. And I won't run again then until Ironman Weymouth on Sunday. I never do. I feel like it's the one part of the 3 disciplines where I take a little bit more rest in the race week. I've done all the training, and I'm always conscious that the running is the one that might likely to end in, ironically, an injury. So I would lay off this week from running more than I have to. You're not going to gain any more fitness, and you won't lose any fitness by only doing 1 run. So I tend to ease off on the run. Thursday, I will again swim in the morning. It will be even shorter, probably about 1.2, 1.3 kilometers swim. It'll be a bit of a warm-up, and then I'll do 5 or 6 times 100 meters with good rest, and then a cool down, and that will be it for swimming. But Thursday afternoon, I'll again ride my bike, probably do 30 to 35 Ks. But what I do in that Thursday session that I do always before I race is I do 5 times 2 minutes at slightly faster than race pace with some good rest between, again, just to keep the legs ticking over. Friday, 2 days out from the race, I always take a full day's rest, so I'll do nothing on Friday. I'll go down and register and do the normal stuff. And then on Saturday morning, I will just do an easy bike ride, probably 30 to 35 minutes. Nothing hard, nothing more than just ticking over. Sometimes I do a jog of 2 kilometers, 10 minutes, but normally when I'm doing a half Ironman or anything long, I don't do that because, again, as I say, I don't want to take any risks that I injure myself. And then Sunday, it's Ironman Weymouth go time. I'm hoping that the weather stays good. It's really warm at the moment, as most of the UK has. Weather the weather looks good for next Sunday, but it's a long way out, and anything can change as it does in the UK. Went down to Weymouth, as I said, yesterday, and swam at lunchtime yesterday, and the ocean was as flat as a pancake. It was unbelievable, and let's hope that stays similar for race day. So for those of you who are watching this or want to, I will try and continue. It's always nice if people subscribe. I know you can't subscribe to every channel, but if you want to subscribe or feel that this could bring some useful information or tips in the future, please subscribe or like at least. Ask any questions, I'm happy to answer. And for those who are doing Weymouth next week, I hope your last week of training goes really, really well, and that you come to the starting line next Sunday in the best shape that you can be. And let's all hope that the weather stays as it is. Maybe not as hot, but at least not raining or hurricane winds, which we've had in the past. So maybe see people around. Cheers, bye bye.